This Sideshow Premium Format Statue Catwoman just completed my Gotham City Sirens collection. Out of all the Catwoman statues in the market today, I actually prefer this one. Let's check it out. Welcome everyone from What's on the Table. This is Prof G and you are watching another episode of Graded, the show wherein we're not just going to unbox or review a particular statue, collectible, or figure. We are actually going to give it a grade at the end of each video. So for this episode, we are going to grade the 1/4 scale Sideshow Premium Format Statue Catwoman. Now before we begin, this is just for full transparency. This 1/4 scale Catwoman statue has been displayed in my office for quite some time now, so we are no longer going to do the unboxing as, well, I've already opened it. But even if we did do the unboxing of this statue, it's not gonna be too fancy as you're only gonna get a total of 7 pieces. Basically, you are gonna get the base, the 2 hands, the whip, the body, and since I got the exclusive version, I got 2 head sculpts. Harvey, let's do a quick montage of the Sideshow Premium Format Statue Catwoman. Yup, that's it. Very simple, very straightforward. Now don't misunderstand that by me saying it looks simple, that it's not a good looking and worth it statue. I'll explain this more in just a bit. Now this Catwoman statue was released around 4 or 5 years ago, and if I remember correctly, I got this directly from the Sideshow website last 2021. And since I wanted to get both head sculpts, ordering directly is the only way I could get the exclusive version. Priced at around $575. Yep, those were the days. I thought it was a pretty good deal back then. Now let's be real here. There are a lot of Catwoman statues in the market today. You got a bunch of other models from Sideshow, Tweeterhead, J&D, XM Studios, and a whole lot more. Which is not surprising because there are a lot of versions of Catwoman out there and you really have to have a tunnel vision on which design you want to go with. You have the comic book versions, you have movie versions, and you have versions that are much more imaginative in nature. But since I got this, I haven't really bought another Catwoman statue that was comic inspired, as this appealed to me much more even compared to the recent ones. It's all about preference, and if you know me, you know that I am a massive DC fan, and considering this is a major DC character, and there are a lot of comic book inspired Catwoman statues out there, I haven't felt the need to buy another one. And that is because of one major selling point of this design. This design right here completes my Gotham City Sirens set from Sideshow, which I will show in just a bit. But in true graded fashion, let's dissect this Sideshow Premium Format statue, shall we? First, the base. Now Sideshow made something different here wherein they used a base that doesn't really take much of a footprint on your display shelves but not really diminishing the overall look and value of the piece. Usually we see statues standing on the ground or levitating on a base that have a wide footprint, but in this case, Sideshow did a vertical orientation without really taking too much height on your display shelves, as the pose of Catwoman is sitting on top of a gargoyle. Very clever and very spot on for the character. Not a lot of characters can justify this orientation, but one character who has a similar one that I saw is the symbiote Spider-Man, which was also created by Sideshow. Very nice simple sculpt, simple shadings to mimic a stone texture. However, the color tone on this one is actually kinda smart as it complements the color of Catwoman's outfit. It's not really black or much of a gray, it has a bit of a brownish or bronze subtle shade to it, and that color tone definitely does not blend too much on her outfit. Simple but smart. My only concern here is since the orientation is vertical and doesn't have much of a footprint, it might be prone to it being tipped over or falling if your shelves are not too stable. Remember, this statue is not that heavy, so if you're gonna display it, make sure that it's going to be secure. And the best detail on this one is Catwoman's claws raking on the face of that gargoyle with the very obvious deep claw scratch. A very clever way for the character to interact with its base. Second, the body. Now, what sets this apart from other statues, no matter how simple you might think it is the actual pose of Catwoman. Not a lot of characters will be able to pull off this pose sitting on a gargoyle where it will look both captivating and strong at the same time. And what's nice about this pose is that if you're going to rotate it, you're not really gonna see a lot of bad angles even if you're gonna look at it from behind or the sides. I think that's one selling point that is being overlooked in this piece, and that is, it doesn't have to look straight to have its appeal. From one hand breaking the face of the gargoyle to the other hand holding a whip that is swirling around the base, the sculpt and pose was executed very well. Looking at it from the left, looking at it from the right, and even from behind where you see those subtle details on her backpack, if you zoom in, you have those spins on her backpack with a Batman symbol, cat paw prints, and a diamond, which is basically her calling card as a jewelry thief. And also, let's not forget the variation of texture here on her costume. Now, if you're worried about Catwoman only wearing black with no flavor, well, texture is your best friend over here. You are gonna see 2 or 3 types of texture here, from a smooth glossy black on her boots and arms, from the matte black with shades of bluish gray on her leather clothing, and even some dotted texture on the sides of her costume. Now, it definitely does not look flat, as if everything blends together. Huge thumbs up on the body pose and sculpt, as well as the tremendous paint job. And last but not the least, you have the 2 head sculpts that comes with the exclusive edition. You have the regular edition head sculpt with the red goggles that you've probably seen in the comics whenever you see the Gotham City Sirens on the cover. And you will also get the exclusive edition head sculpt, which is the classic portrait. Now, both head sculpts are great, and what I really like about it is that switching one portrait to the other immediately changes the look and feel of the statue. While I am a huge fan of the classic look portrait given to us by the exclusive edition, surprisingly, I actually prefer the collector's edition head sculpt even more. I think it's all about preference, but I feel like for a Catwoman statue, which is primarily having a lot of dark tones on her, we need a little bit of splash of color on it, and in this case, you will have the vibrant reds on her goggles and the glossy shade of red lipstick if you use the collector's edition head sculpt. So I actually picked this one. Not saying that buying the exclusive edition is a waste. I'm sure there will be some days where I would want to switch this up and use the classic portrait instead. But for now, I am sticking with the collector's edition head sculpt. But the main reason why I wanted to use this head sculpt, and the main reason why this is my Catwoman of choice out of all the ones sold in the market, is to have it mesh well with the members of the Gotham City Sirens. These trio right here. You have Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, and Catwoman. And if you are gonna look at the reference material from artworks, sketches, paintings, and comic book covers, these are the closest look you are gonna be seeing. You have the Harley Quinn with her classic jester look by Sideshow, which was released around 2019, the Sideshow Premium Format Catwoman, which was released 2021, and the much more recent Sideshow Premium Format Poison Ivy, which was released 2023. They kind of have a 1 or 2 year gap to complete the series, but once you have all these 3, display them all together and you're gonna get something like this. And that is why completing this trio was a big deal for me. Having said that, for this Sideshow Premium Format Statue Catwoman, which completes my Gotham City Sirens trio with the simple and unique design, likeness on the source material, paint job, the pose, and the price that I got it for, yes guys, it was only $575 at that time, I am going to give it a grade of 8.5. Considering there are a lot of Catwoman statues out there, I still think this one will stand the test of time, especially if you completed this trio right here. It definitely blends well together and will also age well together. Thanks guys for watching another episode of Graded. If you liked the video, please give me a solid by subscribing to the channel, clicking on the like button, and turning on the notification bell, or just give me a shout in the comment section below. If you own the 2021 Catwoman Premium Format Statue by Sideshow and would give a different grade, please let me know in the comment section below. Thanks again guys, this is Prof G and you are watching another episode of Graded. See you all on the next one.